Beloved, have you ever felt the weight of an unspoken truth, the kind that sits heavily on your heart, tearing you apart with its silence? Imagine being in a relationship where the person you love, the person you trust more than anything, hides something so painful that it could change everything. What if everyone else knows the truth, except for you? What if the one you cherish is carrying a secret that, if revealed, would shatter your world? My child, I see you. I know the anguish you feel, the confusion, the hurt that keeps you awake at night, wondering why they won't let you in. I know the pain of seeing them suffer, knowing deep down that something is wrong but not being able to understand it. But there's something you need to hear today. The truth, no matter how hard, will set you free. In this message, I will walk with you, step by step, through the depths of your heartache. And together, we will discover that in the midst of fear and silence, there is a love so great that it can heal every wound. Stay with me, beloved, and let's uncover the truth, for in it lies your freedom, your healing, and a peace you never thought possible. Don't turn away now, there is something you need to hear. This isn't a joke. The person you deeply love is hiding the bloody reports from you. Everyone except you knows that they are in the last stage of their journey in this world. The weight of this secret hangs heavy in their heart, and yet they choose silence, perhaps to protect you from the heartache, perhaps because they fear that the truth will break you. But what they don't realize, my beloved child, is that in their silence, they have distanced themselves from the love you share, the love I have poured into both of you. I see your pain, my dear one. You feel betrayed, hurt by the deception, yet still, there is love in your heart for this person. The struggle between wanting to confront the truth and wanting to protect their peace pulls at your very soul. You walk in a fog of confusion, asking why they would keep such a truth from you. I know, my child, I know. But hear me now, this is the moment for you to let your heart be open, to embrace the healing love I offer, even in the midst of the deepest sorrow. For what this person hides, I see clearly. And I want you to know that even when the world seems like it's falling apart, my love is unshakable. Perhaps, in their fear, they believe that you cannot bear the weight of the truth. But my child, I have given you strength beyond measure. You are capable of more than you know. I am with you, walking beside you, ready to carry the burden when it becomes too heavy. But you must not let this secrecy divide the bond of love you have. You are stronger than you think, and together, with my love, you will face what lies ahead. Reach out with compassion, with understanding. Do not let anger or resentment take root in your heart. For when you hold on to these things, you only allow the darkness to grow. I have called you to be a light, even in the hardest moments. And yes, even though the truth may bring tears and pain, it is the truth that will set you free. Do not be afraid to ask the questions that burn in your heart. I know the fear of hearing the truth, but trust me when I say, in truth, there is freedom. Even in the hardest of times, my beloved child, I will never leave you or forsake you. You are never alone. Walk forward in faith, trust in me, and know that healing will come. When you face the hardest truth, know that I will be there, in your heart, offering peace beyond all understanding. You are loved. You are seen. And you will never be abandoned. I walk with you through this valley. You will not walk it alone. My beloved child, I understand the weight you carry in your heart as you stand in the middle of this storm. The truth, though it may seem overwhelming, is not meant to break you, rather, it is meant to bring you closer to me. I know it's difficult, I know the tears fall heavy when you think of the life that is slipping away, and the love you have that feels like it might one day fade. But I assure you, nothing ever fades in my love. I hold every tear in my hands, and every sorrow, I know it intimately. You are not walking through this alone, no matter how alone you may feel at times. Now is the moment to press forward, not in bitterness or anger, but in understanding and compassion. Understand that the one you love has carried this secret for so long, and in their heart, they fear the pain their truth might cause you. But in their silence, they are missing the chance to share their last days with you fully. My child, you must not let this moment pass without offering them the freedom to speak their heart. You see, by holding on to their secret, they are denying both of you the chance to walk through this together, in the light of truth. Do not let the silence divide you. Reach out to them, gently, with the love I have placed in your heart. Ask the questions that lie unanswered in your soul, and open the door for them to speak. Do not fear the truth, for I will guide you through it. I know it's terrifying to face the unknown, but I want to remind you that I am here. I have walked beside you through every trial, and in this moment, I will carry you when your strength feels too small. There is no shame in feeling weak, for it is in your weakness that my strength shines the brightest. Trust me to hold you when you are afraid, and trust that my love will never leave you, no matter what comes. This truth, though it is hard to bear, will bring healing to both your hearts. When you choose to embrace it, when you choose to walk through it with your loved one, you are giving both of you the greatest gift, the gift of presence. You are allowing yourselves to be fully together, no longer hiding behind fear and uncertainty. The moments that you share in this truth, no matter how fleeting, will be precious. In this, my child, you will find peace. Not because the pain will disappear, but because you will know that you did not let fear rob you of the final opportunity to show love, grace, and understanding. You will not be bound by the chains of secrecy but will walk forward into the light of truth. And though this season will be one of sorrow, know this, I will never abandon you. You will have moments when the pain seems unbearable, when the weight of it threatens to crush your spirit. But in those moments, I will lift you. I will be the strength you don't think you have. And I will fill your heart with a peace that transcends all understanding. Do not be afraid to let the tears fall, for they are a release, a healing. Do not be afraid to share your heart, to seek comfort in my presence, for I am with you always. The love that you have for this person, the bond you share, is a reflection of my love for you. And I will not let that love be destroyed by fear or silence. Let it grow in truth, and let it grow in grace. Together, in this truth, you will find healing. Together, you will find peace. So, my beloved child, I ask you now, do not walk this path alone. Reach out to them, hold them close, and walk forward in faith. Ask the questions you need to ask. Listen with compassion, and speak with love. Let the truth come to light, for in the light, there is freedom. And in freedom, there is healing. You are never alone, and together, with me, you will find strength for each new day. My beloved child, I see the weight on your heart, the heaviness of this burden you carry, and I know how difficult it is to take that step towards the truth when it feels like your whole world could shatter. I see you standing at the edge of this overwhelming moment, afraid of what you might find, yet filled with the deep love that compels you to reach out. In this place of fear and uncertainty, I want to remind you, I am with you. Do not allow the silence to choke the love you have. The silence between you and your loved one is not filled with peace, but with a growing tension. It is in the truth that peace is found. You see, in the quiet, your heart is torn in two, one part longs for answers, and the other is too afraid of what the answers might be. But when you take the step to seek the truth, you are showing the deepest form of love and courage. You are choosing to be vulnerable, to expose the rawness of your heart, and that is the moment I can step in with my strength to hold you. In that rawness, in that moment of honest confrontation, is where healing begins. When you look your loved one in the eyes and share the love that has been hidden in silence, when you open your heart, not with judgment but with compassion, you invite the presence of peace. You are not just confronting them, you are allowing them to face you as they truly are. And when that happens, when they feel the freedom to share the truth, even if it causes pain, there is restoration. In that very act of openness, the bond you share deepens, even as the hurt may rise. Know this, my child, you are not alone. When you step into the truth, when you face the reality of what lies ahead, I am walking beside you. Even if you cannot feel my presence in the moment, I am there, holding your hand, whispering my love into your soul. You are never abandoned, not even in the deepest sorrow. And I will not allow your heart to be broken without restoring it. Yes, the pain will come, but that pain will not define you. What will define you is the strength you draw from me. What will define you is the love you continue to give, even in the hardest moments. I know you fear the truth, but I need you to know this: there is freedom in the truth. The truth may come with tears, with anger, with confusion. But it is in that moment, when all is laid bare, that I can enter with my healing grace. The lies, the unspoken words, they weigh heavy on your heart, but when the truth is brought into the light, there is nothing more freeing. The chains of secrecy break, the burden of uncertainty lifts, and my peace floods in, washing over you. It won't come in the way you expect, but I promise you, it will come. I hear the cries of your heart, the fear of facing the inevitable, the fear of loss. But understand, my beloved, I am the God of the impossible. Even in the darkest moments, I will show you light. Even in the midst of loss, I will show you love. You are afraid of what the truth might bring, but you will never truly know until you take that first step in faith. Do not wait for the storm to pass. Do not wait for the pain to disappear. In the storm, I am with you. In the pain, I am holding you close. And in that moment of truth, when you feel your heart shattering, know that I will be there, piecing you back together. When you open your heart to the truth, I will fill that space with my presence. It may not seem like it, but this journey is preparing you for something far greater. It is teaching you how to love in ways you never knew you could. And though you may not understand why this is happening, trust that my purpose is greater than your pain. My child, my love for you will never waver, even when you feel like everything is slipping away. So, go to them. Ask the questions that have remained unspoken. Offer them the grace to speak, to share the truth that they have hidden for so long. Walk with them, my beloved, and walk with me. I will give you the strength to bear it. I will give you the peace that transcends the fear. And I will give you the hope that, even in the darkest valley, my light will always shine. You are never, ever alone in this. I am with you, and in the truth, I will meet you.